Front Stoop, what's popping with you, ladies and gentlemen? Me and Dolly are back in the building, and we got some more music. A couple of joints, about 4 joints to listen to today, and see who moves on to the next week. That's how we doing it. But, before we get started, we might as well bang off with Dolly's intro, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to start checking out these joints. And we want to hear from you in the chat. We want to know what you think about these songs, ladies and gentlemen, and make sure you're voting to tell us who should move on to the last week. And share it out right now. If you haven't shared it, go ahead and share it, like it, subscribe it, do all that good stuff. You know what I mean? But let's go ahead. Let's get into it, man. Let's atmosphere audio. Let's bang the intro. Let's go. All right, we back in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Darley, what's popping with you, man?
Chilling. You know what I told you before we started? Been looking for a car, man. It's about that time. That's
Yeah,
what I've been on.
yeah. You're up for a tough task, man, because they're charging an arm and a leg for them vehicles out here right now. Arm and a leg, they're killing you.
That's a
They're killing you.
that's
They're
a
hitting you with it.
fact.
They're hitting
That's
you
a
with it.
fact. $4,000 more for a car that that
Yeah,
shouldn't cost that. But
yeah, no doubt.
I'm excited to say what's in store today with this music.
Yeah, we'll see what's up. We got a couple of joints here today, you know what I mean? And, a couple, 2 of them are videos, 2 of them are just, joints, songs you're going to listen to. But before we even get into that, I want to ask you this. And I'm going to do an entire episode probably Wednesday night or something. I don't know. We'll see how everything works out. The Knicks play Wednesday night, so might be a little bit of a struggle of a schedule, you know what I'm saying? But Big Daddy Kane and KRS-One. I'm going to be there at the Versus event at the Barclays Center. I can't wait. I'm excited. It's going to be dope. I want to know what you think, man. Let's talk about it a minute. Before we get into this music, let's talk about KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane. I want to know what you think, and I want to know who you got.
All right, personally for me, I got Big Daddy Kane. I know I'm from the Bronx, so KRS One is who I should say. Just because he's from the BX, but I feel like Big Daddy Kane, his style is more versatile. Where I feel like KRS One almost feels like a battle rapper at times. The way that he rhymes, that's just how I feel. I feel like Big Daddy Kane got more like hits, and I feel like when you
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know,
I
Charlie. I don't know if I can
I
rock
mean,
with you
I
on
mean,
that one.
listen. I don't even know if I'm the person who should be talking about this because it's before my time. So like, I didn't grow up in this. You feel me? That's just from my perspective. The records that I've heard, for me, Big Daddy Kane, I just like his delivery a lot
I
more
mean,
than I like KRS
so
One's.
look, I mean, okay, I get it. I get it. You're right. You like his delivery, but KRS-One was dropping hits up until like 97, 98. Like hits that was on the radio, hits that was in clubs
Right.
everywhere. You talk about Step Into a World. That was in 97, I believe it was. Big Daddy Clean was no longer heard. I don't want to say no longer heard of. Everybody knew who he was, but he wasn't dropping music. His last track was Enough Respect Due from the Juice soundtrack. Up until this point, like in 97, he hadn't had anything that was significant, in my opinion, since Enough Respect Due. And that was off the Juice soundtrack. And that's like 91, 92, or something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where KRS-One was, I don't know, man. I don't know. After the early stuff with Kane, I don't know if he has anything after those early joints that's going to be able to mess with KRS One.
I don't know. I have to see. Listen, to me, a lot of it is a learning opportunity for me because like I said,
Yeah,
I wasn't like, I mean, I was born, but I wasn't like like I wasn't knowledgeable about this stuff at the time. So, but for me, like just from the records that I've heard, Big Daddy Kane to me, just like I said, I like his style. He felt like more cool to me the way that he like approached things. I don't
I
know
mean,
if
he
that makes
was he
sense.
was smooth. He was smooth. He was smooth, but he wasn't. He fell off kind of. Wasn't really dropping hits. I mean, I love Big Daddy Kane. I'm a huge Big Daddy Kane fan. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm.
still think even with the limited hits that he had, I still feel like he's one of the great rappers ever. But I don't think he can. I don't. I think KRS One is gonna kill him. I hate to say it like
Of
that.
course.
I think KRS One is gonna slaughter Big Daddy Kane. Seriously, I think he's gonna slaughter him. I mean, yeah. Now, if they actually break out in a battle, like really just like dropping, like just actually spitting, you know, Big Daddy Kane can spit. So can
Right.
KRS One. So that levels the playing field. If they're just spitting, but hit for hit, I don't know. I think KRS One got more hits than Big Daddy Kane. I think he got more hits and more. Obviously it's not as recent. I mean, '97 was still mad years ago. You know what I'm saying? So neither one of them's had a hit in it in a very long time, and probably won't. But KRS One had more recent hits than Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah, it was
If you
like
want to
what,
say
like two
that.
or three when
No.
that happened, bro. Like
I mean,
I
but you
don't know.
heard "Step Into a World," right?
Right? Yeah, no, no, I've heard it. I've heard it. I just
Right.
like I said, to me, it's just not like I don't know if I'm the person who should be talking about.
Yeah.
Should be talking.
Okay. I got
You
you.
feel me?
I got you. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a dope. It's gonna be dope. I wish that it was KRS One and Rakim. That right there, like KRS One and Rakim, they can go hit for hit against each other. I wish it was them two. I would have rather seen Coogee Rap and Big Daddy Kane. I know they have different styles, but as far as dropping music, I mean, Coogee Rap had some joints, up until about 97, 98. But I still think, the amount of hits that G Rap had and Daddy Kane had, kind of match up. Two different style rappers, but kind of like the Snoop Dogg and DMX type of thing. I think it could work, and as far and then just looking at the amount of music that they put out, maybe them two could have went and they kind of had a thing. I don't know, maybe they're not cool like that. They kind of had a little, not really a beef, but maybe some jealousy type of thing back in the day. Because they was both, coming up around that time, and with the kind of the talk, Big Daddy Kane, Coogee Rap, like it was in those circles, like who's the best and stuff like that.
It
KRS
was
One
like
and Big Daddy
competitive.
Kane, I think Big Daddy Kane is a little overmatched in this joint. I think he's overmatched.
Just based off like you mean like based off like catalog, just the
Catalog,
amount of music.
catalog, the
Yeah.
amount of music, and catalog. I think he's overmatched. If it was Rakim and KRS One, that's a battle. Like they could throw some joints out there. That's a battle. But I'm gonna be there, and it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be fun. Have a good time. I'm interested to see if they're gonna, announce any kind of tours or new music or anything like that. But that's gonna be dope, man. At the Barclays Center this upcoming Sunday. I'm gonna do another video on it. This one's gonna have a lot more, music and videos and stuff like that between the two. Working on it right now. It's gonna be live. So that's gonna be dope. Hopefully I can do it Wednesday night. It might be really late Wednesday night, but I'm looking forward to doing it. And I'm gonna jump on live while I'm there. If they don't take our phones, I don't know. But I'm gonna jump on live while I'm there. And I was thinking about coming over to Atmosphere Audio afterwards and maybe doing a short little podcast. I don't know where you're gonna be though. You know what I mean? I know
I
you
mean I'll check the schedule, but I mean I should be free, and if if I am, we could do one day. I just don't know how late it would
yeah,
be
I
coming
don't I
there.
don't want you to have to take a $50 Uber back home. So I ain't trying to do that to you, dog. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to do that to you.
No, it's all good. It's all good,
Word.
bro.
I ain't trying to do that to you, but it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be dope. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait for it. I'm super excited for it, man. But we got some tracks for you today. And we want to get you guys' opinions about these tracks. And I do want to say this before I get into it. You know, I see Big Freezy in the chat. And a long time ago when we was doing the Front Stoop, he was on there. He said Big Daddy Kane was whack and all of that. Freezy, just because right now I'm saying that KRS-One, I think is going to win by a landslide over Big Daddy Kane does not mean that I think Big Daddy Kane is whack. I just want to say that to you. Right now, Big Freezy. Because Big Freezy came in, he said Big Daddy Kane is whack. I was like,
Big Freezy should be in here
hold
right
up.
now.
I was like, hold up. What you mean
Yeah.
Big Daddy Kane is whack? But I think it's going to be a landslide. I think KRS-One is going to slaughter Big Daddy Kane in this joint. I ain't even going front.
Freezy should be in here
Yeah.
right now. Actually, he should be the one debating with you.
We'll get him in here. We'll get him in here when we get on it. You know, when we do the new the official, the actual factual preview. We're gonna get him in here. No doubt about it.
I'm
No doubt
holding
about
that to him right now.
We're gonna get him in here.
Freezy, you better be in here, man.
Yeah, I think he's probably getting ready for the Blanche Tears shows, that's gonna be starting soon. So, he's probably busy getting ready for that. But we'll get him in here, man. Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, Sunday at the Barclays Center. It's gonna be dope. Let's get into our first track though. All right. This artist, and I'm not even exactly sure if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Umari, I think is his name. And I think I pronounced it correctly. Umari. Right? And all he says in his bio, and see, I don't like stuff like this. And Umari, if you're listening or if you end up listening later, I'm not trying to knock you, but when you're trying to make a name for yourself in this business, my man, give us a real bio. The whole purpose, the whole purpose of something like this is so that people can know who you are. Right? So he says in his bio, F where you at, it's where you're going. Okay, cool. We heard that before from a lot of people, Umar. We've heard it before. It's not nothing new. You're not saying anything profound. Give us a bio. Tell us who you are, where you're from, so people know where you're at in life or whatever it is, or what your goals are, what your plans are. Tell us a little bit about yourself. That's what the bio was about.
I mean, just think about it like this. If you were selling yourself to a record label right now, that's what you would tell them. And I'm not even saying we're that, but you don't know who's watching. And at the end of the day, if you just say that, it's like, okay, that doesn't tell anybody enough about yourself. And maybe your music does, but it's like, bro, like, we don't know you. We want to get to know you. That's the point of this platform.
Exactly. And Josh, Uncle Fulio, said, Simmons against Brooklyn rappers, it's official. Why? Why? Because I think Big Daddy Kane is going to lose to KRS-One? Is that why? No, I'm not against Brooklyn rappers. I'm a huge fan of Biggie. I got Biggie on my wall. What are you talking about? I just think that KRS-One has more hits than Big Daddy Kane. Bottom line. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get into Umari, who didn't send us a good bio. Let's listen to it. All right. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, in your chat, there is a poll in the chat. Actually, I'm going to put the poll back in the chat. I got to put it in there again because it looks like it was completed or something like that. All right. I'm going to put the poll back in the chat. And when I do this, I want you to vote for who you think should move on to the last round of the contest. The last round of the contest is going to be the last week of this month. All right, and we're going to take all the winners and move them to there, and then we'll listen to those tracks again, review them once more, and then we'll choose a winner. And that winner is going to get 12 hours of studio time at Atmosphere Audio, or they'll get some free mixing and mastering from Atmosphere Audio. So let's get to this first track. It's by Umari. The name of the song is Film It. Film It. All right. And you know, Uncle Fulio, you know, if you're feeling up to it, you can come on in and, you know, you can come on in. Let's get it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel me? Why they act like they don't hear me? Why they act like they don't hear me? I'ma narrate the script I wrote and watch how these motherfuckers feel me. I don't got time to wait, I'm about to just run up and take shit. I just feel like a lake pit, climbing up Mount Olympus. I know it come on a slope. I got a grind for it though. Y'all living naughty or whoa, wait. I ain't got time for no fantasies. My mind got legs like a centipede. Move through the world for the bigotry. We in the south with my head up, nigga. We in the south with my guess I gotta keep on grinding. But then you gonna do some damage. And it gotta be through no violence. Looking at the world, I'll yike it. I don't give a fuck if it's a riot. Like that shit put me on fire. I'm a proof bitch, Cosmo. And your shawty gon' come up and wind up. On my dick, the wind up. Make me nut, I'm like an Awanda. I be shining, baby, no pattern. I just Mari while I imagine. Yeah, I'm dope, but I actually addicts. I be smoking beats, packing. Like the mob, but I'm killing, I'm west. That's my motto, don't get it twisted. Why you give up so quick, you crazy? Never throwing the towel in. Got a finger, fuck that lady. Like a bitch with a light smell. Smell the sticks, throw the towel at your bullshit. They throwing these stones like China shops. Ain't they worst fit to chicken a roll? Who egging you on? Your mind fried from the things that really don't matter, of course. I gotta try, God. I know I'm learning what really just matter the most. Yeah, I be mad at, I feel like these niggas be doing the most. Here I stand, grown man with a heart for the gold. They turn the code, but I'm learning the truth. Mari find out how the world really work. Yo, whatever, ignite up the grill. Make me a burger, don't care for beef. Where the hoes and the baby beasts. Season grind, make me a meal. Having these deep little conversations. Cause my value more than they tell me. I gotta fight in me, shout out Nan. Cancer taking the toughest people. No, I'm not texting you back, I don't miss you. That's what you see, then I'm on the mission. Probably not, I move like an agent. 487, I move swift. We in the matrix, I won't be reckless. Ain't had no major, but I'm so classy. They about to hear me, trust me, I'm in it. Why they act like they don't hear me? Why they act like they don't hear me? I'ma narrate the script I wrote and watch how these motherfuckers feel me. I don't got time to wait, I'm about to just run up and take shit. I just feel like a lake pit, climbing up Mount Olympus. Why they act like they don't hear me? Why they act like they don't hear me? I'ma narrate the script I wrote and watch how these motherfuckers feel me. I don't got time to wait, I'm about to just run up and take shit. I just feel like a lake pit, climbing up Mount Olympus. I know it come on a slow, I gotta grind for it though. Y'all living naughty or whoa, wait. I ain't got time for no fantasies. My mind got legs like a centipede. Move through the world for the bigotry. We in the south with my head up, nigga. We in the south with my.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Again, that was Umari, and the name of the song was Film It. Darley, give me your thoughts, man. Give me your thoughts.
I'm gonna say this. I know a lot of people in the chat. They probably it's probably not their thing. I kind of like the record, but then I went back and changed my score. And the reason why I was expecting the song to switch up at some point,
Mm-hmm.
but he kept the same flow throughout the whole record. And yeah, he might have used different cadences and whatnot, but for the most part, we were listening to the same thing over and over and over and over. And listen, I'm not like a lot of people that think that every song needs to have substance. It absolutely doesn't. Sometimes you just need something to vibe to. And I understand that. But if you're going to have a song that long, it better have some substance. You feel me? And if you're gonna be, especially if you're gonna be keeping that same flow, the beat just kind of repeated itself. I just felt like it kind of dragged on. And like honestly, like I said, I was just expecting it to switch up. At first, I was like, yeah, I'm feeling this, and I was waiting for it to like switch up to something with more life, but it never did.
Right.
So that for me took out a lot of points personally.
Nah, see, I definitely agree with you. I think if you're gonna have a song that long, and it's about. I mean, it wasn't super long. It was 3 minutes and 30 something seconds. is how long the song was. But it seemed and felt like it was longer, right? Because it was just the same thing. It was just repetitive. It's just repetitive. There wasn't anything that switched up or changed up. And nowadays, people are their attention is smaller. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you got to keep them listening. You got to keep them wondering what's next or what's happening next. I also thought that his vocals were a little bit low at some points, right? I there needed to be some better mixing done to the track, in my opinion.
Right.
I felt like, they were a little thin. Sometimes, the voice behind overpowered his voice, in my opinion. So I think the track definitely needed better mixing.
Right.
I like the style of it, though. Right?
Nah,
I definitely like the style of it.
Yeah, and not to cut you off, but I think that, like I said, when I first heard it, I was like, yeah, I'm kind of feeling this. He has a good voice. That's the thing. Like I don't even want to knock. You said his name is Amari. I don't want to. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but the point is that, like, I liked his voice. I think he had a good voice. I just think he needs to build a song, because right now what it is kind of just, if it just felt like it was just something that it almost felt like a freestyle almost in a way, but like it just didn't have enough of anything to like really make it stand out. Is really the issue with it.
Right. Okay. All right. I like the creativity. I like his style and stuff like that. So, we'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. The poll is in the chat. All right. That was the first artist you're going to hear today. Umari, Film It. You're going to listen to Chris Carter, Missed Calls. That's next. Splash Brothers, Seen Some Things. And then JB, Mind of JB. That's what's coming up next. Well, Chris Carter's actually coming up next. After you've listened to all of the songs, cast your votes. All right. Somehow there was a, I did a poll and I had a poll in here earlier, and somehow there were votes for artists and we hadn't even played them yet. You know what I mean? So, take your time, listen, see what's going on, and then we'll get to it. Now, this next artist, his name is Chris Carter.
Somebody voted already.
You know what I mean? And who they vote for? I don't know. They voted for Umari. Okay, at least we heard Umari. At least we heard it. All right, Chris Carter. Chris Carter is an American rapper, singer, and songwriter based in Denver, Colorado. He's been releasing music since 2019 with his debut track, Money on My Mind, which captured a fan base of true music lovers. Carter was born in Columbus, Georgia, but moved around for most of his childhood, eventually moving to Louisville, Kentucky, and making it his home. His love for music runs deep, with many family members also doing things within the industry. Carter started off 2021 with his single Beachfront, premiering on earmilk.com and reaching 15,000 views, the most streams he's received on a video so far. Now Carter is working on his next project, which he hopes will take him to the next step in his career. All right, so this is Chris Carter, and the name of the song is Missed Calls. All right, and let me see if he wrote anything about the song itself. No, I don't see anything about the song. So this is it, Missed Calls. Let's take a listen to it.
Pay close attention, I'ma show you what believing is. Came from a city where the devil and the demons live. God done forgot about us, but even money saying, God we trust, we need change, nigga. How the walls get more justice than Bree. How we change when they say that we free. Can't understand what it's like to be me. Young black in America, where it seemed like we could never break the barriers. They still wanna bury us. Double entendre. Flow black like it came straight from Wakanda. Remember wishing for this shit like I had Cosmo and Wanda. Now I'm chatting with the stars and how my people gon' prosper, yo. Trying to be the greatest and pull up the people under me. Know I'm from the villas, 501s and polo dungarees. Nights at the waterfront, Jordan 5s and Cardinal tees. Back when I could get my yawa on like I'm Joe Ortiz. I was 9 to 5, my nigga clocking in the streets. He was trying to be like Tony, I was trying to be like Meek. That was when the dreams and nightmares had to truly meet. 5 a.m. that one phone call left a nigga weak. Just had a baby girl that you ain't even get to meet. We was just talking high, you was finna quit the streets. Cause they never loved you and you tired of seeing mama weep. Tired of being paranoid, tired of switching androids. Tired of these little niggas aiming at your head, boy. And we was tired too. If we can take it all back, I would switch with you. So you can meet your baby girl and see your mama too. Yo, R.I.P. Who you know been working harder than me? Had to see from different angles, spit from 90 degrees, nigga, it's Carter.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, right there. And you see him on your screen. Missed calls, Chris Carter. Dolly, any thoughts? Got yourself muted, Dolly.
Sorry, I mute myself when when I'm listening to the music. But what you gonna call it? He could definitely rap. Like that's one thing that's apparent off rip. He can rap. The Wakanda bar. I was like, I even reacted to. I was like, that one caught me. But one thing that I will say though, like I think just like the record we listened to previously, um, I don't know. Like I don't know if it's maybe this week. I was just expecting, I guess, for it to switch up or something like this. Like as a first impression, I don't know if this was, I guess, the best first impression, just in the sense that like it's so, what's the word? It's not necessarily the most exciting thing to listen to, and it doesn't even have to be hype, but it's just like the song was a little short, whatever, and it's like I just wanted to hear a little bit more. I guess I felt like it was a little bit. It was dope just because I liked his voice and everything. I liked his lyricism. I just wanted to hear a little bit more from him.
Right.
That was basically it for me.
But I think what, like, nowadays, because people can actually, produce and put out recording and put out an entire album that is decent quality, people aren't looking to say, well, let me like give this to this person as my first impression, right? They're submitting music to try to get on the playlists.
Right.
They're submitting music to try to get, basically that, to try to get on people's playlists and stuff like that. So I think it's a little bit different nowadays than, I'm trying to impress you within a first impression. I think artists are looking to say, hey, man, I'm going to just make my album and make my music or make my EP and put it out, and I'm going to submit song. I'm going to put, tell people, hey, listen to this or listen to that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
like,
don't know. Like, does that motto still stand for today? Like, hey, I gotta. Obviously, if you're going to a record label, you might do that. But when you're submitting music, to try to get on a playlist or get on this.
Sam, I look at it like this, right? This platform that we have here, for a lot of people, this is a lot of people's first impressions of this artist, right? Um, I don't have any problems putting that record on a playlist. If you decide to put that on the playlist, I have no problem with it because I think it's a great record. My whole thing is just like, if you're trying to really impress people, say, look, this is what I do, this is who I am, this is what I'm bringing. I feel like you gotta come sword swinging, like for real. Like
Okay.
I just that's just my opinion though. Like at the end of the day, but it's just like I don't know if that's like my mentality that I always gotta come trying to kill everyone else to who I'm competing with, but that's how I think. And it's just like, I guess for me, I could tell he could rap. Like you know when you hear somebody, you're like, he got talent. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to
Mm-hmm.
rap. It's just like, because you can do that, I want to see more from you. Is
Okay.
really what it is.
Okay. And he definitely needs some seasoning. You can hear some seasoning. I'm a stickler for this. I'm just a stickler for this. I I like very good pronunciation when I'm listening to rappers. Unless you're slurring your words on purpose, I like to hear pronunciation. So I like to hear that you can switch up your flow, that you can spit, that you can go double time. You can do things, but it's all pronunciated and I can understand it. And it sounds sharp. And anytime, even when I'm working with artists, there's some people that hate to work with me because I'm like, now you got to do it again because I couldn't understand this word. Or we got to punch something in here because I couldn't understand this word and what it is that you said. That's me and how I am. I like pronunciation. I want, your writing. And I feel like a rapper, an artist, you're writing, right? You're pouring out your feelings sometimes. You're pouring out your feelings on the track. You want people to hear what you're saying. You know what I mean? So I'm a stickler for that. And there were a few times throughout the song where, I think I heard, it slur a little bit. You know what I mean?
A
That's
part of
me.
me too when I was doing when I was listening to the beat, I was just like, man, I wish I had my hands on this beat because it was things that I was thinking about, like, yo, this switch ups I can do and things like that. It's just more the production of it that kind of caught me off guard. But it's like, I'm not, like I said, I don't think it's a bad record, but I
No.
definitely think it needs work. You
Yeah,
feel
I
me?
don't think I don't think it's a bad record. So I don't want anyone to think that. I don't think it's a bad record.
Salute, fellas.
What's going on, C Crow?
Tony,
What's going on
salute.
with
How
you,
you
brother?
doing, brother?
I'm good. I'm good, man. It's been a long day of podcasting.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, I think it's a good record. I think it's a good record, a good song. I think he definitely has talent. You know what I mean?
Right.
So for those who's joining us, we got a few people here. You're new to what we're doing. You can see a poll in the YouTube chat. Okay, use that poll. We've listened to 2 artists so far. Umari, the name of the song is "Film It." Chris Carter, the name of the song is "Missed Calls." We want you to use that poll to vote for who's going to move on to the last round of this contest. All right, each month we're having a contest. The winner of the contest is going to get 12 hours of free studio time at Atmosphere Audio. 12 hours of free studio time. All right, and if you're not local or you can't get to New York, you can't get to Brooklyn, then he'll do some, mixing and mastering for you. All right. So, we want you all to be able to vote. We need you to use this voting feature so we can figure out who's moving on to the next round. All right. Let's get to this next group. Now, this next group, they're called the Splash Brothers. All right. And they're older, Darley. They're an older group.
Okay.
Okay. And, it's funny nowadays because you get older groups that jump in and they're doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? And they're still trying to crack open the safe. Still trying to crack it open. And I want to have a conversation about that after we check out the song. The name of the song is "Seen Some Things." It's Splash Brothers featuring Madman Rodney Sage and Wolfgang Chuck.
Did they put a description?
Yeah, so the Splash Brothers are a group of real-life brothers from Burlington, North Carolina, who come from a large musical family. Even though both brothers are no rookies to rapping, they just started their group together right before the pandemic hit in 2020. Working with producers overseas like Jagger out of Banatal. I'm not sure if I said that right. Oh, I'm sorry. Jagger out of. See, they put outer. See, this is what I'm saying. This is why you need somebody writing for you, right? Because I'm trying to read this, and he says, working with producers overseas like, and then like is capitalized, okay? Which starts to tell me something else. Jagger outer. Banatal, right? And it's spelled outer, Outta. And Splash Brothers, I'm not trying to get on you like that if you're listening. What I'm saying is get somebody to proofread your shit. Get someone to proofread it, man. And understand that you're submitting this to people who are maybe reading this like I'm reading it, or, are looking to try to do some work with you. And people got to be able to understand what it is that you're saying. You got to get someone who knows how to do that profession. And you don't got to pay a lot of money to do it. Shit, use Grammarly or something. You don't got to get somebody that you're paying somebody a lot. Just get somebody to proofread it and make sure it's right. Okay, so working with producers overseas like Jagger, who is out of Benetal, Germany. They've also worked with stateside legends like Sky Beats. They embody the 90s golden era of music in the present day. This isn't that bubblegum auto-tune mumble rap. These are real bars. That's what they say. All right, these are real bars. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Splash Brothers, the name of the song is Seen Some Things. Let's get it.
You run this motherfucking town? This is my motherfucking town. You wait till I get a hold of these Splash Brothers. Weak ass leg. Who are they? The Kai's ENT. What the fuck do that mean?
You find out.
Oh, you gonna show me? You gonna show me?
Yeah, you find out.
You in the wrong position to be trying to show somebody something, homie. How they gonna feel once we splash y'all ass? What you think, big dog? We gotta go ahead and call these little weak ass niggas. They look, I'm telling you, you came into the wrong motherfucking town. This our town, nigga.
Word.
All these weak ass niggas. Yo. Yeah, what up? You know who the fuck it is, man. We don't got a hold to your weak ass homeboy. You hear me? It's over for the Kai's ENT and the Splash Brothers. I'm about to end that shit. You wanna say hello to one of your little girlfriends? You hear that? You think shit funny?
Alright. Yo, bro, let's go.
Yeah. B-Town. You know what? Splash Brothers, man. You mentioned that North Carolina, man. We're gonna go and get the best. And if I go get my squad, we're gonna light your ass up. Better have your best.
Yo, when you fuck with my niggas, know you gotta fuck with the livest. I be drinking Coronas, ain't trying to catch the coronavirus. You can see the shit in my iris, ain't no pussy in me. I'm reppin' NC, Mike C, Lakaza ENT. People call me Caesar Leo, neighborhood hero. Me, Lex, Lakaza, and my pistol, we a trio. She a single song like Neo, but it's probably good night. These niggas ain't right, go to county, send them a kite. So I never trust them, niggas talk, police will bust them. Been to Germany 8 times, getting weed through customs. Carolina King, step in the ring, nigga, it's over. RP my nigga Saint, for the tat I got the clover. Niggas sleeping on us, better wake them up. I know these niggas fake as fuck. Couch potatoes, gotta watch us caking up. Burlington, Carolina, love it, my home. Niggas grimy, that's why I ride the streets with my chrome. Don't try me.
I miss my niggas, they gone. Yeah, they got their wings. I don't know what life brings, but I seen some things. Yeah, we drink through the pain and smoke through the stress. Whether dead or alive, that's how I measure success. I miss my niggas, they gone. Yeah, they got their wings. I don't know what life brings, but I seen some things. Yeah, we drink through the pain and smoke through the stress. Whether dead or alive, that's how I measure success. Come on. I'm handpicked for the assignment, brought out retirement. My nigga in a rush, like damn, where the time went. Slow down, little homie. The streets will run you over like Suge Knight. Back in the day, we slung white. Come on, break it down with the razor, you know the cut. These niggas front like they major independently suck. I don't sugarcoat it. Just throw some sage on it. Close to the finish, make laps on my opponent. Yo, Mike, I'm sick of rappers claiming titles they ain't. In honor, pour some liquor out for Boogie and Saint. My name is that Parmesan. Yeah, the hood water. From Daily Street to Beaumont, ask who grind harder. Yeah, pull up in a black Lex, bumpin' Lex. I put you niggas on game, now you want flex. Don't forget, Madman was the one that showed ya. Come on. Put the legacy of Underworld on my shoulders. I miss my niggas, they gone. Yeah, they got their wings. I don't know what life brings, but I seen some things. Yeah, we drink through the pain and smoke through the stress. Whether dead or alive, that's how I measure success. I miss my niggas, they gone. Yeah, they got their wings. I don't know what life brings, but I seen some things. Yeah, we drink through the pain and smoke through the stress. Whether dead or alive, that's how I measure success.
It's Wolf, nigga. Hot time I go in the beast mode. The way I'm making plays like I'm putting in cheat codes. Free throws, pretty bitch stroking my ego. Big blunts, I Chief Keef till it's finito. Schizo, flip flows, chicks think I'm the shit. They do pimp glow. One wrong move, where did your bitch go? It's simple. They love me, did from the get go. These bitches two-faced. My little Harvey Dent hoes. You got next, you nice, who got wrecked? Respect goes a long way. Tell me who got checked. I write obituaries, read about who got stretched. Can't leave shooters unattended. Tell me who got legs. Yes, see at your neck toes, sage to bring the gauge out. Got too emotional, we ain't here to go the same route. You flip you niggas bitches and they kiss you with the same mouth. Made a little name for yourself, but tell me what that name
I miss my niggas, they gone. Yeah, they got their wings. I don't know what life brings, but I seen some things. Yeah, we drink through the pain and smoke through the stress. Whether dead or alive, that's how I measure success. I miss my niggas, they gone. Yeah, they got their wings. I don't know what life brings, but I seen some things. Yeah, we drink through the pain and smoke through the stress. Whether dead or alive, that's how I measure success.
Yes, yes, Wolfgang Chuck. Appreciate you at 12 gauge coming through with us. It's North Carolina's finest right here, baby. All on one track. Picture that. Splash.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Splash Brothers, right? And first of all, let me say this. I want to say, who was it in the chat? Always now said that's street slang, that's hip hop. I get it. We understand all of that. What we're saying is when you're trying to make a professional introduction to somebody, you just use professional language. That's all I'm saying. All right. That's all I'm saying to you, bro. We get all of that. We understand all of that. Now, I'm gonna tell you what I like, and one of the reasons why I really wanted to bring him on. You know what I mean? And I actually had a conversation with the dude. Hopefully I can get him to come on. He was going to try to get on, but, he had some other things he had to do. You can clearly see that they're doing everything themselves. They are upstart from the jump, from the music production to the mixing and mastering to the video to everything. It's upstart. They're doing it. They say, okay, we're just going to do this ourselves. Maybe we don't have the money to do this, that, and the third, but we're not going to let that stop us. They're older, obviously older, and they're still jumping out there doing it themselves. So you just got to respect it. You know what I mean? And because I'm always a person, ask Tony, I'm always a person that says, if you're going to do something, just do it. You know what I mean? Don't say, oh, I got to have this. I got to have the best camera. I got to have the best mic. I got to have all of this. Just start doing it, and you will grow, and you will build, and you'll get better and better and better, and everything will get better. So, you know what I mean? I really respect their hustle and what they're trying to do right now, and I felt like this could be someone who could really use Atmosphere Audio to get their sound cleaner, because I think they have talent, all of them. I think they have talent, but obviously they need some work with mixing and mastering and recording and learning those type of things. You know what I mean? Dolly?
Yeah, I agree with every one of your sentiments. I respect what they're doing wholeheartedly. Like I said, like you said and had mentioned, the sound quality is obviously something that could use work. It could use a lot of polish. As far as like just the mixing and mastering and everything. But you asked the question earlier, and I hope to answer it now. I think you were alluding to, like, I guess, like older people creating music in this era.
Yeah.
I think that's what you
Or
were
not
alluding
even
to.
in this era. Just, if you're 40, 45, I'm 45. Is it too late for me to say, man, I want to be a rapper?
And the way I feel about it is no, it's you're not. The thing is though, to keep it very blunt, you should have some young people in your circle to help you with quality things. Like as far as like music videos. It looks like that music video, even the styling of it felt like something I would have seen like the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Like honestly. Um, and honestly, I would have liked the record even more if I didn't see the video. And I like the record. That's the thing. The video honestly took away from me from the music, just because of like just the way that it looked. Not I'm not even shaving off points. I'm just saying as far as like it's a young person, because you got to understand that the market still is you're trying to bring in a young audience, an audience in general, and that's young people, old people, that's everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that could pay the bills with your music, that's who you want to attract. So if you can get somebody in your circle to say, hey, look, this is what you need to do visually to get your music video looking, pristine, and you could keep your music the way that you like it with bars and everything. You could do that, bro. There's nothing wrong with doing that. There's a lot of of young videographers trying to make a living that can do a really good job for very cheap. You feel me? And it's just about how much you're willing to invest in it and just doing your research and things like that. But um, like I said, I like the record. I like the record. I think they have a good sound. I can see how I can help them um get some of the records over the hump and whatnot to,
Yeah.
sound quality wise.
Yeah, and I really like what you said there about having some young people in your circle because that's what it's all. You got to do that. You know what I mean? Because as you get older and new things come out, you ain't up on how to do everything. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have some young people there that say, "Hey, look, this is how you use TikTok. This is how you use Instagram. This is how you use Snapchat. Whatever it is that you're using." And so it's going to be a learning curve for you. And for some people, the mindset might not be. It might just, man, let me just record this little video right here and do this. And they're like, nah, you got to do it like this. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going to make people want to check it out or whatever it is. So yeah, definitely. But I think they got talent and a little bit of gloss on that, a professional touch. I think that they have a. It's already a good song. They have a real good joint there. You know what I mean? Tony, what you think about the track?
Um, it's definitely my type of music. Like music. I mean, it's music that I kind of grew up listening to. So some of it felt dated.
Mm-hmm.
Um, visually as well, like kind of dated. But like if it was my people's, like if I grew up with them, I would probably be singing their praises. You know what I mean? But the fact that I'm looking from afar, like I guess I could nitpick and be like, oh, the quality could be upgraded. You know what I mean? The visuals could have been, or not even the visuals themselves, but the concept of the video could have been, somewhat different.
Right.
But I mean, overall, it's my range of music that I kind of grew up with. It gives me like a young Mob Deep feel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that kind of era. I definitely think the third, I think Wolf Gang or Wolf, the last guy, he probably was the most polished of the three. And unfortunately, I think the other two were the Splash Brothers. But I mean, they got talent. The talent's there. Just need, like you guys said, just some touching up, some maybe some outside influence to
Yeah.
you know sharpen up the edges or whatever.
Right. And this is why I say all the time, man. With the way people can make their own music today, you don't need to have, you don't need to have a producer with you, or you have people who aren't really producers. Excuse me. Acting as producers, and then you don't get that person. You don't get the coach. You know what I'm saying? Basically, that's what the producer is, a coach. You don't get the coach there to coach you along and let you know when, you've got to switch something up or do this or do that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, put it in the chat, what you think about it. I see a lot of people did already. Make sure you vote, what you think about Splash Brothers, who should move forward. Now you've heard Omari, Chris Carter, and you heard the Splash Brothers. All right. And I see a lot of people in the chat talking about, this age thing when it comes to music. And, definitely, I don't think, I asked that question kind of facetiously, but, Nicka for Life says age doesn't really matter to me, but each to his own, to each his own. And I agree, age don't really matter to me. If you want to make music, make music. If I decide I want to be a rapper, I'll just start rapping. And, if my shit is whack, you just tell me it's whack. And I might decide to put it down, or I might say, I don't care, I'm going to keep rapping. You know what I mean? You might not hit it big, but you never know. Sometimes you might. You never
And
know.
and yeah, and Sim, and just to real quick, and the thing is, it's like if you're doing it to try to hit it big, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. At the end of the day, this is supposed to be fun. And
That's
it's
true.
yeah, I
Right.
stepped away from music for a minute because it wasn't fun. I stopped working with people just because it wasn't fun. The minute it stops being fun, it's not worth it. It's not worth the amount of money you can make. It's not worth it
Yeah.
because it's about love, bro. You do it. You fell in love with the art. That's what you're supposed to be doing it. You feel me? Nothing good comes out of doing it for money, bro.
Right.
Honestly.
Right. Can't wait has a good question. He said, "There's an audience for all music. Question is that audience spending dollars?" I asked the question respectfully, and he's right about that, or he or she is right about that. There is an audience for all music, but is that audience spending money? I don't know. You don't need to spend money nowadays, though. You can listen to it for free, and that person can get some streams. You know what I mean? And,
Right.
and they can still make some money with it. Uh, so that's that. Gregory Castillo said, "Sin, what would your debut album be called?" I don't know, bro.
Nothing but hits.
Nothing but hits. Yeah. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I got a question for them though. What made them choose their name? I don't know if they're watching, if they watch at a later time. I want to know why they chose the name
Splash Brothers.
Splash Brothers.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it was street oriented.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll,
I
you
mean,
know.
I don't know, but I want to know.
I
You
think
feel
I
me?
think
I
I think
want
they're
to
gonna come
know.
on. I think they're gonna come on. I think so. I think they're gonna come on. And I'm gonna think about what my debut album would be called. I'm gonna think about it. I mean, anyway, we got one more joint to listen to. Name of the artist is JB. The name of the song is Mind of JB. And a little bit about JB. And he did not submit a bio. See, there you go. Once again, you know what I mean? And I just have a lot of issues with that, man. A lot of issues with that. Submit a bio. Make sure your bio is good so people know a little bit about you. Don't expect that they're gonna learn about you from your music because they might not listen to your joint. You know what I'm saying? Your bio is to help someone say, "I want to hear it." You know what I mean? Anyway, this is Mind of JB. Let's take a listen.
I'm feeling like I'm at a crossroad, and I don't know which way to go. I've been here for a minute now, so many things that I don't know. Hey, y'all, I wanna do is grow. I've been holding on to one too many old things from my past. I should've been let them go. Few people, they depending on me. Hey, I be trying to show love, but I be hurting on the low. I be holding stuff in like I don't got people that care for me. Keeping silent like my mama ain't there for me. Wanna open up to a shawty that I met, but my trust issues making me watch her moves carefully. I think I need therapy. Slow down, don't get ahead of me. I know she good for me, but I ain't ready to see good ones like her. They come in scarcity. But what you doing? You tripping if you just let her leave. I ain't thinking about that no more. On life, I don't wanna smoke the threats no more. They say I changed, don't know how I should act no more. Been so discouraged, don't even wanna rap no more. But this my passion though, or so I thought. I wasn't ready for the feeling she caught. I was honest, but still I was wrong. Boy, I'm on the deep end, I think I'm drowning in my thoughts. Bro, what's going on? A couple months ago, forgot you, boy, was going strong. I need to lean on somebody, but all the shoulders gone. Here when you need me, but that don't mean that I want you though. No, I could be a little confusing, it ain't personal. This pain is probably what I get for some things in my past I did. How these tears manage to fall, even when I close my eyelids. I just been suffering in my silence. Yeah. Hey, this been weighing on me heavily. Hey, I can't lie, man, this been stressing me. Losing sleep, sleeping good with marijuana was my medicine. I'm up late, David let him in. I tend to close people off kinda hard just to let them in. And they may leave when I settle in. I guess it's true that every person is a blessing or a lesson in. But do I fall on that spectrum end? Look, I know I be overthinking, been openly minded, and this done changed how I'm seeing certain things I believe in. It's really been scaring me, been depressed, and I know that this the reason. Could they ever understand me? Doctor wanted me aborted, tell me why I let that girl take a plan B. Been feeling lonely on the low and finding confidence in things I shouldn't do. Forgive me, Lord, I'm just a man, please. I've been feeling worse. I can't be with her, love her too much to hurt her. I couldn't take it if I was that person. I'm so confused. One thing I know for certain, what's that? Is I need some guidance from God, please. I haven't been living godly. Scared to admit because I think the people around me would judge me. They probably sound lame, but whatever. We don't like to take the blame, so we choose to blame the devil for our problems. Hey, even nature's doing better. We the ones that got the brains and we still can't get it together. A conversation they ain't ready for. I make it known to the people I ain't letting up. Been working out to clear my mind, feeling better, bro. Trying to live for God, it hurt me deeply when I'm messing up. I'm nowhere close to where I'm headed. Don't worry, I been P what you did, I just didn't say it. It's hard to forgive and even harder to forget it. Hey, when I'm up late, I tend to get down in my feelings. Who be feeling how I'm feeling? Living how I'm living, trying to walk this walk with God. Too many times I be tempted, but I know that if I fail, I be ruining my image. Well, I'm guessing that it's time for me to make a decision. I'm out of here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mind. That was JB, Mind of JB. All right, Tony, I'm gonna start with you. But I do want to give just my quick first impression or first thoughts, feelings, whatever you want to say. I like where he's trying to go with it for me, but it needs some seasoning. Some like his transition into, from rapping to singing, sometimes I thought was a little bit rough. Then when, the singing parts, the auto tune on it that he was trying to put on it didn't have that polished sound, of course, and you would think he probably mixed it all himself. You know what I mean? So there are a lot of things in there that I think need some work. I like the idea and where he's going, but just a lot of pieces in there that need the professional touch to make it sound the way he wants it to sound, I think. What do you think, Tony?
I agree 100%. Content wise, I love it. You know what I mean? Like everything he was saying. Again, I could see where he was trying to take it. My question was actually going to be for Darley.
Yep.
If you got a guy who I think this gentleman has a lot of talent, you know what I mean? But like Sim said, he needs like a professional coach kind of like to walk him through and I'm not trying to like knock him because you know if this is what you do professionally and he
Right.
could just concentrate on his ideas, is that something that I could come to you with the idea of and the already the lyrics, what I mean, the format, but you
Right.
kind of make it
Make it
clean,
work. Right.
clean it up.
Right.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Exactly.
Right. And like, like my studio, like I can't talk about every recording studio, but a lot of what I do is artist development in a way. Like I tell people before they come in, like I don't take every client. Like I straight up screen people before they come in. And the reason why is because I want to be able to help you. If I can't help you, there's no reason you should be coming here. And to me, it's just like when the artist comes in, I want to be able to tell them, hey, do another take, do another one, do another one, do another one, do another one. And the reason I'm telling you this is not because I'm like just trying to be annoying. I'm telling you this because it's like I hear something, and it's like
Exactly.
there's something in there that needs that I feel like you can do it better. And you'd be surprised the amount of people that you bring that come into a recording studio. You tell them, "Hey, do another one." Like, nah, that's it. And I'm telling you, bro, your friends are always gonna tell you, "Hey, that's fire." I'm
Right.
not gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you, "Hey, do another one," because the truth is that what I'm here to do is make you better. I wanna when you come out of here with the product I give you, you're like, "Yo." I've never been to a recording studio like that. I never worked with somebody like that that can help me bring my music together. listen, I'm a musician at the end of the day. I'm not gonna sit there and tell you how to make your music, but what I will do is tell you when your joint is trash, and when you do it, when you have a trash take, I'm gonna tell you, hey, do it again, because what I wanna do is help you bring the best out of you. That's my job, is to do that. And a person like him, I felt like a lot of times, like some of the deliveries were a little bit weird. I'm like, yo, you're saying such fire stuff. Like, I just want to make sure that when you say that, like, you come on out it
Emphasis.
powerfully.
Hmm.
Like, you feel me? I want to hear that. I want, like, he was saying some stuff at points that I was like, yo, like, if you come out of there with a certain cadence, like, you feel me? Let your voice break up and stuff like that. People think, like, you know how to do that the right way. You get the right take. It sounds fire. It's just about just knowing how to go about that. And just to finish answering that question, is the point is that, like, like, yeah, I could do that. That's literally my job. That's what I have fun doing, is helping people, you know, bring out those performances. You know.
Yeah.
But would it be you? Would it be? How do you deal with the guy who, like you said, thinks that his take was good enough? Or how do you tell someone, I think you can do it better, without like actually having that relationship with them to be like, for them
I
to
mean,
be receptive to that.
yeah, you build that relationship. I mean, it
Yeah.
doesn't happen overnight, but at the same time, I come on strong. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I feel like if you come all fake and scared and timid, you're never gonna be able to build that relationship. For me, it's straight off the bat. I tell you, hey, that wasn't a good take. Let's do it again. Let's
Yeah.
do it again.
And,
Let's
and
do it again. I have no problem doing that.
yeah, and you know what, Tony? That this is one of the reasons why, like, I normally only work with people that, like, I'm familiar with. You know what I'm saying? And it gets hard. It becomes hard for me to become familiar with somebody because, I really keep it a tight circle of people that I work with. I've had people. I've had people. I'd be at a gym or something like that, and someone be like, "Yo, I heard you got a studio, da da da." And I'm like, "Nah, I only work with certain people." And just, I don't even know what this person. They could be the dopest person ever, and I'd be like, "Yo,
Hmm.
I only work with certain people." And then someone might bring me something, say, "Yo, this dude right here is nice. You think we could get him in?" And then I do it, but because of that reason, you know what I'm saying? Because I've had times where I've just like rented my studio out, and then people come in and they doing whatever, and I'm like, damn, like, I try to sound like, yo, like this right here don't sound that good, but because they only got
Just
3 hours of
out.
studio time, what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I just got to get this shit done because, what I'm saying? Like my time is up, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. And I get it, and I understand that. When I have someone that I work with, like studio time is not really a problem or an option. So we're in there and we got a rapport, we're working together, and I'm like, I could tell him like, yo, that nah, you was sounding soft on that one. You was sounding weak, or you wasn't aggressive enough, or what I'm saying, your voice cracked on that track, right? On that joint. Or, this slurred right here. We gotta get this right. And I've been in with someone, and we're going over the same line for an hour and a half,
Hmm.
right? Because they're having a problem getting out a certain part of that one verse, that one bar. They're having a hard time getting that joint right, and we do it till we get it right. You know what I mean? I like to work that way because I just I hate. Trust me, everybody's made music and made mistakes in their music, and I've let stuff get out where I'm like, damn, I should have told them to do this. I should have told them to do that, and I can't
Right.
listen. I don't even listen to stuff that I've put out. Every once in a while, I
Hmm.
do, but because every time I listen to it, I criticize it. I can't.
Critiquing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't even
Um,
listen to it. You know what I mean?
Sim, I think I know your answer, but you can answer as well. But Dolly, so you said you're very blunt, or you don't sugarcoat anything. I
Right.
know Sim, as far as like coaching, I don't know if it's the same with music, but he definitely would like to lead with positivity before saying any what could be taken as negativity,
Right.
or critiquing. Are you the same way in your approach, or is it just straight to the point? yeah, I think you could do it better or do it over or whatever the case. Do you pull out the positivity of what you heard or what you envision, or do you just are you strictly right to the meat and potatoes of what your critique?
Usually I'm right to the point. Like I don't like play like try to go around whatever the point is. To me, it's just like this is the problem. You go about it nicely. Like you don't, obviously you're not disrespectful about it, but you make sure that like what you're trying to get across comes across. Like there's the truth is there's no way to critique somebody's art nicely. There really
That's
isn't
true.
because it's gonna hurt either way. But the best thing you could do is be honest about what you're saying.
Rip the band-aid off, right?
Yeah,
Right, right,
that's it. That's the best thing you can do is be honest about it. You know, most of the people that I work with, they already know. You know what I'm saying? And they come in already with the mindset like certain things, like Sim's gonna be like, "Yo, do it over, do it over." You know what I'm saying? So like, I've had times when someone they rap something, they came out and be like, "I like that shit, but I know you don't, so I'm gonna do it over." You know what I mean? Like they already know. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been working together for so long, so they know if I'm gonna be like, "Nah, that ain't gonna fly." You know, and so with people that I work with now, they don't even need to. People that I haven't worked with for a long time, I kind of do like you're saying though, Tony. I'll be like, yo, like this sounded dope, this sounded dope, this sounded dope, but this part right here, I think we need to do it over because this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny because this last record, and I missed the first one, but I got the last three. This last guy, it feels like, Darley, it feels like you could take him the furthest. You know what I mean? He might need the most work as well, but it's something about, maybe it's just because I'm a lyrics guy. So that's what I hear before anything else. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
what are you saying? What's your message? And I took to that more than anything else, but everything else kind of needed the work, even the delivery a little bit. But um, I could still listen to that. You know what I mean? I don't know how many times before little things start to bother me, but if I'm just listening to what he's saying, I love that. I love I think there's a lot of potential there.
Yeah. And
Yeah, for sure,
let me
for
get to
sure.
the chat for 1 second. Cave said, "Can you post the poll again, please?" The poll is still up there. So you can still vote. There's still time. I'm gonna end it pretty soon. Right now, Umari Filmit is at 9%. Chris Carter's at 36. Splash Brothers at 36%, and JB is at 18%. If it ends in a tie, then we'll have to do a new poll with Chris Carter going against Splash Brothers, unless you want to move them both to the final contest. That'll be up to you, Darley. How you want to do that. So I'll give a couple more minutes for people to put their votes in there, and then we'll make a decision from there. I do want to play one more song, right? Um, I just want to get you guys' thought process on this. I just want to know what you think about it. All right, the name of the artist is Tia No More, featuring Stoney and Studio Dad. The name of the song is Drip, featuring Amen. All right. Read a little bit about the artist. Said coming up in cipher circles and freestyle battle arenas, Tia No More forced her entry in the hip hop's boys club. Her claim as Oakland rap's little sister started as a teenager when she would jump into her older brother's rap circles and ditch class to record G-Funk inspired music. Tia's fiery wits, lyrical dismantling, and command for respect earned her studio time with HBK Gang's Showbanger and Too Short's producer exclusive. And that combo of qualities has been the bedrock throughout her continuous transformation into a fully realized artist. taken from Rocket Radio premiere of Tokidoki Lenses. Um, so I just want to get your impression. Tell me what you think about this. The name of the song is Drip, featuring Amen, and it's Tia No More, Stoney, and Studio Dad. All right, and I'm gonna play this joint right now.
Bitch, you know what I want. You know I do it for the slop top. I don't really want it if it ain't sopping. I'm just letting honey all over something. We can get it poppin', it ain't really nothing. You ain't gotta tell me cause I'm kinda psychic. Meet me in the back, you and all your vices. I just check the price and I'm fucking priceless. Saying you could keep up, what the fuck you lying? I ain't into telling you what I could do. I would rather just show you. Get all my whimsical fantasy include. Just know I'ma go harder if it's past due. Oh boy, thick thighs, hand tie. I'ma make you lose your mind. Karma peeking butter pie. You love me like his dick size. Slurp louder for the chef if it's soy she dead. And if you tell your friends, we'll never meet again.
He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when I ride it in that pussy he drowned. This required you inspired if we fucking around. I'm getting tired of all these niggas always running their mouth. Slick talking, if you don't lick something, I'm out. If the dick don't do me justice, I'ma riot and shout. Rotate a nigga like a tire, always changing my style. Calculated in my moves, know I'm fucking profound. He astounded, always hounding, calling back to back to back. Like my niggas kinda crazy, so I got run from the rack. He gon' choke me, slap me, spank me, cause he know his bitch is bad. And if I love to take the dick, no, I ain't never give it back until I'm tired. Then I give him back to the streets, reminiscing on the time when he fucked me in my Jeep, or in his Lexus, fingers deep, squirting on until I scream. Now he love to praise me. He said this pussy set him free, yeah. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. I'm to the grave like a cupid. Old nigga calling you look stupid. Who this? New head feeling like a new bitch. Now I'ma need a nigga to come try this hybrid. Come with all the flavors I be juicing. What a delight, he want all of this nutrients. Chicken and spice, Fenty, I'm oozing. Nobody ever got this, what he giving out. Don't need that puppy love, just show me love. Give me it to my leg shake, you a guy, could be a whole one. All in all, when it's said and done, I need more and then some. Ayy, bitches always come and go, I'm a real special freak hoe. I get up on my tippy toes, I ride the big hunt real slow. Could it be I'm a genie, hating assholes gon' envy. You like thick thighs, extra on that two-piece. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down. He said he like it when it drip down.
All right. I wasn't sure what to think when I heard, so I just needed to get some other people's opinions. First of all, I want to know, on a song like that, why are you putting the baby's voice at the end? That joint made me feel dirty just listening to the baby's voice. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? But
man,
I don't know. The girl could maybe have some talent. I'd like to hear some other stuff. See if there's some other stuff out there. But I don't know. What do you think? Tony? What do you think?
There's a lane for that type of music. I don't know if that would have even rocked in the place where there's a lane for that type of music. But she does have talent.
She does.
I think if she made the song a lot shorter, with a lot more of the hook being the vocal point of the record. I could see a record like that playing in a gentleman's club, or you know what I mean, in the right vicinity,
Atmosphere.
atmosphere.
Right.
Um, I like the beat, but at the same time, it was too much in it. Like like there's parts of the beat that I really like, but it felt jumbled. It felt like they just put, like, he found a beat machine and he was like, "Let me add this, I'm gonna add this, I'm gonna add this." You know what I mean? Like, it was just too much in it. But there's a lane for that.
I mean,
You're
there's
not gonna
definitely there's a lane for that. There's
you're
a
not
lane
gonna
for that.
listen to it, on your way to work or at work, or
Right.
I mean, unless you work at one of those
Right. One of the spots.
establishments.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lane for that. And I want to send a shout out to Sandra Mendoza. She said it's the first time here. Hello, everyone. Hello to you. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you joining in. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully you continue to come back. Darlie.
I mean, listen. The crazy thing is, I put this in the chat. I was like, the crazy thing is, there was punchlines there. It was I was like, yo, wait,
They're
hold on. That
talented.
was
They're
that was catchy.
talented.
That was clever.
They're
It was
talented.
clever.
I think
The
they are
but
talented.
the thing is, though, is like, I well, being objective, and I'm start with the objective stuff. The beat selection, I think, for what they were saying, I think the beat needed to come harder on some, like, if they're doing for that hot girl summer thing, like something that just, like, makes girls want to shake their ass, like, straight up. If that's what you want to, that's what you're going for. That's what you're going for. Now, in this case, I ain't really feel that. I don't even know how to really critique it. It's kind of crazy, but like, it's it wasn't bad. It just wasn't good. Like, it's just like, I don't know, like, quality wise and everything, it just didn't come together the right way for what they're going
But
for.
when you're going for something like that, right? You have to. I think you're right. It has to come together right, and you got to hit it on the button, or people are going to have these kind of reactions like, I don't know what they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? There's a lane for it, without a doubt, and they're talented artists. And I think that just comes along with when you're a young artist and you're trying to figure out what you're doing, and how you're making music, and how to make music, and how to make it come out right, and how to get the sound that you want. Because I'm pretty sure she or they had something in their heads. Like, this is what we want. This is what we want. And to try to get that out in sound is hard. You know what I mean? It's very hard. Should have called up Uncle Luke.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Luke would have set it off the right way. He would have figured it out for you. You know what I mean? But
I mean, that hot girl summer sound, like we've been alluding to, it is a sound for it. Maybe that's not us here, but, like, for the most part, like, like, I know people that really like that style of music, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a matter of, like, if you're gonna do that kind of music, you got to come with it correct, like you said, Sim. Because if you don't, then it just comes off kind of weird, like, oh, like, I don't really know how to react to it. The thing is, too, like, don't get me wrong, I could see something like this easily going, like, being on not on the radio, but, like, going, like,
I mean, with some of the, they'd have to bleep out a lot.
That's what I'm saying. So
They'd
to
have
me,
to
it's just
bleep
like,
out a lot.
like on, like, TikTok or something like that. I could see it going, like, viral, like,
Right.
something like that. You feel me? For sure.
Yeah, it maybe
question
could,
for-
and maybe that's what they're going for. You know what I'm saying? It's a different world. It's not everything is not radio now. There's a whole there's the whole social media aspect, and if that's what they're going for, if they get the right push and the right social media marketing behind it, they could make it work. So Tia, Stoney, get to that social media marketing and get that push behind it. Find some people that want to do a drip challenge.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if that's the right thing for me to say right now, because that might not be able to be on Instagram or whatever. You got to do it a different way. I mean, you gonna have, your drip challenge. You got to figure out the right way to do it. The right way to do it.
and I mean, yo, and I've noticed lately there's been like a since WAP came out, with Cardi B and all that. Like I've noticed there's been like a lot of music sort of in that style
Yeah.
where I mean, women are being more in tune with their sexuality, I guess, to put it more, being more, I guess, using a lot more profanity in the way that they sexualize themselves and
Well,
stuff like that.
I mean, it's
And,
been
and
like
like
that since Lil Kim though, and maybe
I mean,
I mean,
but
it's
but let's
been
be
like
real. There
that.
was a big gap where you didn't really hear that like for a long time, and then all of a sudden, WAP comes out, and it's like I saw a song the other day. Nah, I don't know if it was like this new Bronx artist, and I think it was called instead. I guess she was instead of saying handsome, she called the song Bansome. And I couldn't listen through the whole thing because it made me feel uncomfortable. Like to be real, but this seems to be in I guess this new wave of artists that's what they're doing. You feel me?
So that's a perfect segue for my question for both of you. If you get someone, I know Sim, you said you're like very strict in who you work with and things of that nature. But let's say you have someone or someone's brought to you
Mm-hmm.
and they are talented,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a realm of music that you maybe is not your choice of listening to. It, do you find that difficult to work with that person if they are speak like the subject matter or is something that you're not, it's not necessarily what you listen to, what you like. Is it more challenging to do those type of work with those artists or or no?
Not for me, because like I can listen to anything and almost find a way to like it. You know what I'm saying? I really can. I can listen to it and be able to, catch the beat, catch this, catch that. And, I've got to, if I'm working with, an artist that I don't normally work with or something like that, I've got to put my biases aside and just say, okay, this is what they're trying to do. Let me help them get the best out of it. You know what I mean? And try to, okay, what do I hear and what can I add to it? Now, what I find challenging is not about me working with that person, but what I find challenging is, do I know what people want to hear that listen to this music? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
that's what I was like kind of leading to. Like
Yes.
if it's not what you listen to, do you listen more to the artist as far as like what they want to do, or for instance, when you think it needs to be done again, but if that's not what you necessarily listen to, do you lean more towards the artist saying, I think that's good. I like the way this came out. It's complete.
Yeah.
Or
No.
do you still ride with your instinct or
Yeah.
gut?
If me and the artist kind of have a disagreement about it, I'll go out and get somebody who's not affiliated with them,
Right.
not affiliated with me, and say, what do you think about this? And someone who is, either their age or is in their genre of music or whatever it is, I mean, I really only do hip hop and some R&B, but say, listen to this. Tell me what you think about it. You know what I mean? Is this something and without even saying to them what I think, right? Just so I can hear what they think about it and give me a critique that way. Because I don't, there's some stuff that I'm like, I'm not sure if I can do that, or I'm not sure if I, have that same ear, that they want. You know what I mean? So that can make it challenging. It
Right.
makes it really challenging.
I mean, just quick example with me, like I mostly work with hip hop, R&B, and like Latin music, like you know bachata and you know reggaeton stuff like that. But occasionally, like I will get like a jazz singer. Sometimes I get somebody who does heavy metal. And here's the thing: is like heavy metal is not something I'm very in tune with. And one thing that you have to do is always tell their expectations. You tell them straight up, listen. I might not be the person to finalize the record for you, but at least we can at least get this recorded, and if I can send you to a person that can do that job, that thing that you want to do better than I can. Um, but what I make sure I do is I go back and I learn from that experience. So the next time they come, is like I know how my the person that I sent you to, I know how they did that. I can help you now do that, or to the next client, because that client might just stay with that person I sent them to. That's common, but it's all an ego thing at the end of the day. As musicians and artists, we all have an ego. A lot of times we just gotta like let that ego go and be like, yo, I just want to get you the best product possible. Because then, once they'll meet a hip hop guy and be like, yo, I'm gonna send you to this dude. This dude was good to me. Send me to the right person. You feel me? That's
Yeah.
how it is.
Yeah.
That's our relationships.
And I want to say a quick shout out to, let me find his name in here. I don't know if I can find it right now. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Raymond Garcia. I don't know if I want to shout him out, but he obviously has a problem with my pink shirt. Bro, I like the color pink. It's a dope color. So I rock pink. I don't really know what else to say to it. I like pink.
It's funny, Sim. When I read the comment, I had to look down at my shirt, and then I looked up. I looked back up at the screen. I was like, "Oh, he ain't talking to me."
Right. I like pink, bro. That's it. Anyway, on the poll right now, I'm closing the poll right now, and I just closed it. Chris Carter, Splash Brothers are tied at 38. What do you want to do? You want to bring them on to the last show, both of them? Or are you trying to have a battle off tonight?
Let's do a recount. Because are we okay, first let's ask this. Are we gonna do this upcoming, because I know you have a busy week this upcoming week.
Yeah,
So
we're
we're gonna do it again.
Yep. We're gonna do it.
We're going again?
Yep.
Alright, so let's do a recount.
You want to do a recount today?
Let's do a recount.
So we're gonna listen to each track and then do a recount. All right, let's do it. So let me put it in. Let me put a new poll in here. All right, we're gonna put a new poll in, and we got Chris Carter, Missed Calls, and then we got Splash Brothers, and the name of the song is "Seen Some Things." All right, and we're gonna have a little sudden death with these guys or whatever. I don't know what you want to call it. Who moves on to the last week? And I know I'm typing, so that's why I'm reading it like that, saying it like that, folks. Now I'm gonna ask you, don't put your votes in yet. Can we go ahead and listen to the songs first, and then we can put our votes in. You know what I'm saying? People be, putting their votes in right off top, just like that. All right, so let's go ahead and get to who did we say we're gonna do first? Chris Carter, right?
Yes.
So this is Chris Carter, Missed Calls. Let's go ahead and listen in, and I'll get, well, actually, I don't have. No, we're not even gonna listen. Watch the video. We're just gonna listen. Chris Carter, Missed Calls.
Pay close attention, I'ma show you what believing is. Came from a city where the devil and the demons live. God done forgot about us, but even money saying, God, we trust, we need change, nigga. How the walls get more justice than Bree. How we change when they say that we free. Can't understand what it's like to be me. Young black in America, where it seemed like we could never break the barriers. They still wanna bury us. Double entendre. Flow black like it came straight from Wakanda. Remember wishing for this shit like I had Cosmo and Wanda. Now I'm chatting with the stars and how my people gon' prosper, yo.
trying to be the greatest and pull up the people under me. Know I'm from the village, 501s and polo dungarees. Nights at the waterfront, Jordan 5s and Cardinal tees. Back when I can get my yawa on like I'm Joe Ortiz. I was 9 to 5, my nigga clocking in the streets. He was trying to be like Tony, I was trying to be like Meek. That was when the dreams and nightmares had to truly meet. 5 a.m. that one phone call left a nigga weak. Just had a baby girl that you ain't even get to meet. We was just talking high, you was finna quit the streets. Cause they never loved you and you tired of seeing mama weep. Tired of being paranoid, tired of switching androids. Tired of these little niggas aiming at your head, boy. And we was tired too. If we could take it all back, I would switch with you. So you can meet your baby girl and see your mama too. Yo, R.I.P. Who you know been working harder than me? Had to see from different angles, spit from 90 degrees, nigga, it's Carter.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that right there was Chris Carter, Miss Calls. Right, and
Yeah, for a second I thought I had a call going, bro. I started looking down at my phone.
no, that's his song right there. All right, so that was Chris Carter, Miss Calls. All right, and the next track we're gonna get to is Splash Brothers, Seen Some Things. So let me go ahead and get this thing up here. All right, I'm asking you again. Don't vote until we get. Don't vote until we get the whole thing. We've listened to both of them, and then go ahead and cast your votes. All right, and I will bring, the video up. I was able to get it back up.
Motherfuckers think y'all so.
Here we go.
You think you
Splash Brothers,
town?
ladies and gentlemen.
This is my motherfucking town. You wait till I get a hold of these Splash Brothers. Weak ass leg. Who are they? Lakas ENT. What the fuck do that mean?
You find out.
Oh, you gonna show me? You gonna show me?
Yeah, you find out.
You in the wrong position to be trying to show somebody something, homie. How they gonna feel once we splash y'all ass? What you think, big dog? We gotta go ahead and call these little weak ass niggas. They look, I'm telling you, you came into the wrong motherfucking town. This our town, nigga. Word. Call these weak ass niggas.
Yo.
Yeah, what up? You know who the fuck it is, man. We don't got a hold to your weak ass homeboy. You hear me? It's over for Lakas ENT and the Splash Brothers. I'm about to end that shit. You wanna say hello to one of your little girlfriends? You hear that? You think shit funny?
Alright. Yo, brother Stone.
Yeah. B-Town. You know what? Splash Brothers, man. You mentioned that North Carolina, man. We're gonna go and get the best. And if I go get my squad, we're gonna light your ass up. Better have your best.
Yo, when you fuck with my niggas, know you gotta fuck with the livest. I be drinking Coronas, ain't tryna catch the coronavirus. You can see the shit in my iris, ain't no pussy in me. I'm reppin' NC, Mike C, Lakas ENT. People call me Caesar Leo, neighborhood hero. Me, Lex, Lakas in my pistol, we a trio. She a single song like Neo, but it's probably good night. These niggas ain't right, go to county, send them a kite. So I never trust them, niggas talk, police will bust them. Been to Germany 8 times, getting weed through customs. Carolina King, step in the ring, nigga, it's over. RP, my nigga Saint, for the tat, I got the clover. Niggas sleeping on us, better wake them up. I know these niggas fake as fuck. Couch potatoes, gotta watch us caking up. Burlington, Carolina, love it, my home. Niggas grimy, that's why I ride the streets with my chrome. Don't try me.
I miss my niggas, they gone. Yeah, they got their wings. I don't know what life brings, but I seen some things. Yeah, we drink through the pain and smoke through the stress. Whether dead or alive, that's how I measure success. I miss my niggas, they gone. Yeah, they got their wings. I don't know what life brings, but I seen some things. Yeah, we drink through the pain and smoke through the stress. Whether dead or alive, that's how I measure success. I'm handpicked for the assignment, brought out retirement. My nigga in a rush, like damn, where the time went. Slow down, little homie. The streets will run you over like Suge Knight. Back in the day, we slung white. Come on, break it down with the razor, you know know the cut. These niggas front like they major independently suck. I don't sugarcoat it. Just throw some sage on it. Close to the finish, make laps on my opponent. Yo, Mike, I'm sick of rappers claiming titles they ain't. In honor, pour some liquor out for Boogie and Saint. My name is that Parmesan. Yeah, the hood water. From Daily Street to Beaumont, ask who grind harder. Yeah, I pull up in the black Lex, bumpin' Lex. I put you niggas on game, now you want flex. Don't forget, Madman was the one that showed ya. Put the legacy of Underworld on my shoulders. I miss my niggas, they gone. Yeah, they got their wings. I don't know what life brings, but I seen some things. Yeah, we drink through the pain and smoke through the stress. Whether dead or alive, that's how I measure success. I miss my niggas, they gone. Yeah, they got their wings. I don't know what life brings, but I seen some things. Yeah, we drink through the pain and smoke through the stress. Whether dead or alive, that's how I measure success.
It's Wolf, nigga. Hot time I go in the beast mode. The way I'm making plays like I'm putting in cheat codes. Free throws, pretty bitch stroking my ego. Big blunts, I Chief Keef till it's finito. Schizo, flip flows, chicks think I'm the shit. They do pimp glow. One wrong move, where did your bitch go? It's simple. They love me, did from the get go. These bitches two-faced. My little Harvey Dent hoes. You got next, you nice, who got wrecked? Respect goes a long way. Tell me who got checked. I write obituaries, read about who got stretched. Can't leave shooters unattended. Tell me who got legs. Yes, see at your neck toes, sage to bring the gauge out. Got too emotional, we ain't here to go the same route. You flip you niggas bitches and they kiss you with the same mouth. Made a little name for yourself, but tell me what that name
I miss my niggas, they gone. Yeah, they got their wings. I don't know what life brings, but I seen some things. Yeah, we drink through the pain and smoke through the stress. Whether dead or alive, that's how I measure success. I miss my niggas, they gone. Yeah, they got their wings. I don't know what life brings, but I seen some things. Yeah, we drink through the pain and smoke through the stress. Whether dead or alive, that's how I measure success.
Yes. Wolfgang Chuck. Appreciate you at 12 Gauge coming through with us. This North Carolina's finest right here, baby. All on one track. Picture that. Splash.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Splash Brothers. And I see her right now looking in the chat, and I see the polls. 86% Chris Carter missed calls, 14% Splash Brothers seen some things. I mean, it's looking like it's going to be Chris Carter missed calls. But there we go, darling. I'm gonna give a couple more minutes, and then we'll close it up, close up the contest. Any last words or any thoughts or anything like that on either one of those songs as we're closing up this contest here?
Nah, for real. I couldn't stop laughing, like looking through the comments, because people kept talking about the music video.
They need some work on the music video, bro.
I don't want to kick a person while they're down kind of thing or anything like that, but it does need a lot of work, like as far as like visuals go, because I just feel like sometimes the visual makes a song better.
It does.
How many times have you heard a song and until you saw the video you're like, oh, now I get it.
It does. But I'm just keeping in the back of my mind that they're upstart. You know what I'm saying? Like they said, hey, we're doing everything independent. Like you could tell they're doing everything independently, and they're learning the whole the whole world of making videos and probably social media and all of that stuff. So, let's see where they're at. They said they just started just before the pandemic. Let's see where they're at in a year.
Right.
As far as, their visuals and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, me too. I'm excited to see that too. That'd be dope. You know what I mean? See where they're at in a year and if they picked it up. Obviously, they need some work getting some polish over the vocals and the beats and just the production. But there it is, man. There it is. Gregory Castillo said he can't vote. I don't know why. He can't vote. Always Now says should have played it without the video. I was just trying to give y'all something to, Instead of just looking at my ugly face up on the screen, why don't you look at something else? You know what I mean? While the video's playing.
It was,
Yeah.
you know what it was? I think it was the lighting more than anything. Like you saw like the shadows in the background from the
So
thing. So
well,
like
well, yeah, well, all right. So as far as the visuals, because I know they're gonna listen in. I've been in contact with it. I know they're gonna listen in. So as far as the visuals, these are some things that I would say. You gotta line up. You gotta line up the vocals with the your words with the vocals, right? The words from the video as you're speaking with the vocals, so that they line up. You know what I mean? You don't want the vocal, the word, the music to say something, and then your vocals on the actual video say something like, 10 seconds afterwards or whatever. You want that. Your transitions in between each scene or whatever gotta be something more, just gotta be smoother. The transitions was mad choppy, you know. I'm hoping that they rented an Airbnb or something like that to do the video. I would never do a video out of my own home, so I'm hoping that they rented an Airbnb or something like that. I would never do it out of my own crib. I don't know. And then they just need to find somebody that knows how to put that touch on the video to give it that professional look. There's people out there that can do it. I would recommend going to your local college, say, here, this is what we do. Let's see who wants to do an internship. Let's get an internship. Get you guys out here doing some work, getting that experience. We get some work done. You get experience. It's a win-win. But I'm going to close up the poll, man. I'm closing up the poll right now. 79% for Chris Carter. 21% for Splash Brothers. Splash Brothers, don't mean you're done, man. Submit some more music. You know what I'm saying? Submit some more music. I'm ending it there, so it looks like Chris Carter's moving on.
Yo,
Chris Carter's
and
moving
Sam, let me know when you get him on the show, because I would love to hear, like for Splash Brothers, what was the thought process behind everything, how everything came together for them, as far as everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Greg Castillo said, how you get kidnapped and tied up in your own video. I don't know. But listen, come on, man. They're independent. They're not movie script writers or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So they trying to figure it out. I was thinking that too, though. I was like, hold up. When I first seen it, I seen the dude, he was tied up and they're like, yo, Splash Brothers ain't the da-da-da-da-da. And then he started rapping. I was like, wait a minute, hold up, though. I thought, I don't know, I get it, though. They working it. They trying. We see what's going to happen. We'll see what's going to happen at some point. Before we get out of here, though, I want to ask Tony, because he's going to be there with me Sunday night. KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane. We had a quick discussion about it the other day, Tony. I'm trying to do a full video on it on Wednesday. I'm working on it. So I'm trying to do a full video on Wednesday night sometime. I don't know when, but KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane. Your thoughts, man?
I'm from the Bronx, man. So I'm rocking with KRS for sure. I hate to say it, I feel like it's an unfair advantage as far as the catalog, and the longevity that KRS has. It's gonna be tough for Kane, to put up 20. You know what I mean? And a lot of these go over 20. So I don't know. Yeah. I think KRS has at least 6 records that it don't matter what Kane plays. I think Kane might have 2 that you could say it don't matter what it's going up against.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be a wash. I mean, like a onslaught. But let's hope it's actually more of a friendship and you know what I mean, like less competitive. But you did say something, off air the other day, and it's like, yo, these guys might mess around and do a real live
Yeah.
battle right there on
Yeah.
stage. So, and I mean, even that I got KRS, but the coach is gonna win ultimately.
Yeah. Now, all right. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read off. Uh, some KRS One hits. I'm gonna read off some Big Daddy Kane hits. All right, and just for a quick comparison, you know what I mean, until we get to the actual show on Wednesday. All right, so let's start with KRS One. I mean, it's a lot of them. You got sound, and I'm not going in any particular order right now. I'm just reading off songs. Okay, no particular order. Sound of the Police, Step Into a World, MCs Act Like They Don't Know, The Bridge Is Over, My Philosophy, Why Is That, South Bronx, Criminal Minded, You Must Learn, Jack of Spades, Super Ho. I mean, and he got some joints. If you went and bought his albums, he got some joints on the albums that you're like, yo, these joints is fire that people, don't even know about. You know what I mean? And I just named a few. Stop the Violence. He, obviously he was on that track. I think Big Daddy Kane was on that track too.
Yeah,
though.
everybody's on that.
Yeah, I think Big Daddy Kane was on that. Or the Self-Destruction joint. I said Stop the Violence. I meant the Self-Destruction joint. Going over to Big Daddy Kane, man, you got Smooth Operator, Warm It Up Kane, Raw, Ain't No Half Stepping, I Get the Job Done, Set It Off. You got the Wrath of Kane, Enough Respect, Pimpin' Ain't Easy,
Symphony,
the Symphony. I mean, he got a couple of joints up there. I think early in the battle, it's gonna be tough. I think later in the battle is when it's gonna get where Big Daddy Kane might have some trouble. You know what I'm saying? Depending, we'll see how it goes. I guess. See how it goes. He does have. He probably does have some records. Out there on. With some other artists that maybe were just rhyming with the biz.
Mm-hmm.
And
I had mentioned this too, though. Not only the records with Biz, but Kane wrote a lot for Biz and it wrote for a lot for other artists. So he can play those records. As great as a writer as Chris is, I don't know whom he ever wrote for.
Right.
If anyone. You know what I mean? So that might be his go-to, his secret weapon as far as Kane. He might have wrote something that I didn't even know he wrote, and then come on like, oh, yeah. Kane wrote that.
That is true. That is true. That could be a secret weapon for him. Kavase Out of Here, Mad Ism for KRS One. KRS got a lot. KRS got a lot. Yeah. KRS has a lot. Because in the 90s, in the late 90s, he was, really doing some stuff with Channel Live.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he was putting out some stuff. Might be tough for Big Daddy Kane. Might be a tough one. Die Hard said they're close friends, so it's gonna be all love. I agree. They're close friends, so I think it's definitely gonna be love. They're gonna show each other a lot of. I'm hoping that we get. Here's the one thing that I think we've been missing when it comes to them, being live now is the storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like in the beginning, there were artists telling stories of, times where they met here or met there, made this album, that album, or something like that. Now we haven't gotten that at all. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I want there to be a good mix of, battling, like the last couple, they've been kind of going at each other, Fat Joe and
Ja
Rule, tried to go at each other. They tried to match the energy of Dipset, and, the Locks and Dipset. They wasn't gonna be able to match that energy. I don't think Big Daddy Kane and KRS-One is gonna do that. They're gonna do it their way, and I'm hoping that they do start battling for real. You know what I'm saying? Like they break out in something, and I would love to hear them announce that there's gonna be a tour or they got some new music coming out. I would love to be able to hear that. We'll see. But the good thing is for two artists that probably, speaking in respect to, streams that artists get nowadays, probably don't get a lot of streams on their music. This should be a nice little boost for them over the next couple of weeks. So that's good. That's always good.
Absolutely.
That's always good, man. But yeah. I'm about to get out of here though. Again, Wednesday night. I don't know what time yet, you know what I'm saying? Because we got the Knicks game, so we got the post-game show and all that kind of stuff, pre-game shows and this and that. But it'll probably be after the post-game show. KRS-One versus Big Daddy Kane. You know what I'm saying? We'll have some visuals and some things like that. So have some really good conversations. We'll try to get Blowing's Tears up here. We'll get diehard Knicks fan up here. Diehard Knicks podcast up here, and even maybe the Queen wants to come in and talk about it too. So it'll be dope. Have a good one, man. Should be dope. Anyway, I'm out of here, fellas. Any last words you want to say before we get about?
Appreciate you having me on. Sorry I was late. It's been a long day, but yeah, appreciate you. Shout out to the chat. Yo, Blackest Time.
No doubt. Dolly?
Yo, appreciate everyone that's been here. Some of you guys have been rocking with us since the beginning, since we started doing this. And just share this if you guys know anybody that does music, have them submit. But only if it's fire though, because if it's trash, don't have them send that in. But like for real, I appreciate everyone here. This I don't know what to say, yo.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, anyway, just check us out Wednesday night, ladies and gentlemen. Wednesday night, look for the notification so you can join us on this conversation. It's gonna be a deeper conversation, a better conversation. We talk about, we'll talk a little bit about each artist and their history, you know what I'm saying, before we even get into talking about the battle itself. So check us out there. And of course, we'll be live streaming from I'm not gonna be able to stream the battle, but I'm gonna jump on live from the battle. Tony, probably me, Tony, Die Hard, and the Queen's Court. We're probably all gonna be able to connect while we're there. So it's gonna be dope, man. Anyway, we're out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.